Buddy, indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Big Brad, what's up, bro?
How you doing today, AB? Happy Monday. Good to see everybody. Good to see the crew as well. Thanks for being here.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see everybody indeed. And I'll tell you this big news out of Buffalo. Matt Logan is correct. Big shakeup. Sean McDermott has been fired, head coach of the Buffalo Bills. This happened about 20 minutes ago. So, yeah, that's fascinating. Brad, we now have 9 of 32 NFL teams that are looking for a new head coach. That's more than 25% of the league. Crazy. All right.
That's wild. I mean, Titans are one of them, so I get it.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating. And now, what do the Buffalo Bills do, right? And we're going to talk about the NFL. We're going to break all that down because we've got so much. We have the national championship tonight. We've got day basketball, as Abby said. It's absolutely awesome. Yeah, Curtis, morning, crew. Good morning, big dog. Big J, good morning, fam. Whale, good morning, crew. Do small things with great love. Love that. Love to see it. Okay. Good to see everybody. All right, let's jump into it. So here's how we did yesterday. Again, we will absolutely take it. Patriots money line plus 100. Got it. Bears plus 10.5. Got it. Drake May interception. Got it. CJ Stroud interception. Got it. Tough one there on Puka Nacua. Did not get that one. However, 4 out of 5. Bradley, we will absolutely take that. So, heck of a great weekend. Now, speaking of the crew, look at this. This big Zach Phelps and Curtis, both of them doing work, getting in the club again. Well done yesterday to our men, Big Zach and Curtis. Nice job, fellas. Nice job. All right, now we only have 3 NFL games left. That's it. Tizzle City woke up fired up. That was a catch. I agree with you. Let's win some bets, man. Let's do it. Addison, did anyone ladder CJ Stroud interception? Did you watch that game, Brad?
I actually did. That was a good game. Enjoyed the snow, enjoyed the weather. A lot of mistakes.
Yeah, it was tough. It was good football, but it was weather was involved, all of it. Tina, good morning, AB, Brad, and crew. Good morning, Tina. So good to see you. Brian says, such a heartbreaking loss for my Bears last night, but pleased to have had something to root for this season. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right. Like if I were a Bears fan, yeah, I mean, I don't want to lose, right? Like I would be, upset that the season's over, but oh my goodness. Yeah. If you're a Bears fan, dude, future's bright. You know what I mean? It's sitting good. So yeah, absolutely. Big Paul said, good morning, AB. Good morning, Paul. So good to see you, buddy. All right, Brad, let's jump into it, man. We got picks we need to get to. Now, first, pick it. Great folks over there. Use promo code Zach Phelps, ZACKPHELPS to sign up and cash in. Great folks, man. Check them out. And if you're going to use them, use promo code Zach Phelps because he's our absolute dude. Alonzo, hey, Alonzo, morning, AB. Good morning. So good to see you, man. How we doing? So good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing great. All right, Bradley. We got some picks, man. Let's jump into it. Let's go. All right, start us off, big dog. What do we got?
Well, you guys were here last Wednesday. We gave this as a little sneak peek for Monday. Brighton and Bournemouth are playing today in the English Premier League at 2 p.m. Central Time. We're looking for that over 3. We got that at minus 118 last week. It has since trickled up to around minus 130 to minus 140, and we'll see where it ends today. But that's why we get it in early. Bournemouth over 2.5 goals in 17 of their last 19 away from home, but also 20 of their last 24 in the league away from home. That is just insane hit rate. Bournemouth or Brighton as well at home. They have a 67-70% hit rate of the over 2.5 goals when they're at home as well. And they've hit it in 5 straight matchups. So we're looking for that over 2.5 goals, but 4 goals pushing us there for that full cash, which Brighton or Bournemouth is doing in just about every single game. 2 goals conceded away from home in 11 of 12. It's just goals everywhere. Open play style, over 3, minus 118.
Beautiful work, my friend. Nice job. Now, and Zach said Save 10% on Picket Pro with code driving the line. Any questions? Let Big Zach know. Absolutely, man. Aubie, AB, I'm on the opposite side. I got Miami money line. Go Canes. Actually, I think it's a blowout the other way. So let me say that and this to get to the picks. Tony said, AB, no. Look, my man Tony's been on Miami all year long. That's a squad. Hey, and I hope that you and everybody have a blast tonight watching the game. It's going to be awesome. Here's the problem, Brad. I can't jinx Tony. All right. I did it to Vanderbilt basketball earlier this week. They were 16-0. I finally bet on them. Didn't work. Now, here's the tough part. Number one, Tony, I love you. I don't want to jinx you or go against you at all. Here's the problem. I got to be straight up. Indiana feels like they're destined for something. I don't know, man. This Miami defense, we're gonna break down this entire game, okay? But this with Indiana, like their coach plays into this. That's a large number of the national championship with that defense. Dear heavens, right? If I think that I know anything about Signetti, they're going for 100. Now, you're not going to do that on that defense. I'm just saying the mindset. Blowout is available with this team at any moment. And in the national championship, with the world watching, Signetti won't stop if he's up. Now, again, I'm not saying that happens. I'm just saying usually 8.5 in the national championship, don't want anything to do with it. But with this team, I mean, they might roll up an NFL team or two. Like they're just unbelievable. But that said, though, none of that is denigrating to Miami or their defense, because we're going to break that down, because that whole defense is going to the league. All of them. They'll be playing on Sundays very soon. All right, but I'm also going to roll Indiana money line and over 42.5. We'll talk about that in a second. And then, Brad, look, we've got college basketball today. No top 25 games. I don't want it. I'm going to the Ivy League, bro. Straight from Mount Juliet, Tennessee to Dartmouth. Actually, surprising enough, Dartmouth didn't accept me. I didn't apply, but it wouldn't have mattered. Same thing with Harvard. Not getting in. Even now, not getting in. But I'm going to take him in basketball today. I want a little Dartmouth money line, Harvard money line, Ivy League on a Monday. All right, plus 175. Michael said, Indiana versus the Titans. Yeah. Okay. Now, those are the picks. And randomly unpredictable, good to see you in the chat. Okay, let me pull this full screen. What do we think about this? I know it's tough to read. 3-leg money line parlay. And we'll get into this too. Indiana money line tonight. And then set it up for this weekend in the NFL. Patriots money line. Seahawks money line. Put those three together, plus 205. You ready for the AFC and NFC championships, Brad, in the NFL? I am too. We're talking about all those. So if you want to put together a little football parlay, because we don't have a whole lot left. Yeah, Craig, breaking, Sean McDermott has been fired. It's crazy. Now, where are they going to go? Fascinating to see who they get in the mix with now that John Harbaugh is in New York. Big Tony, I'm glad you brought this up. Talking about teasers. Miami says Miami plus 14.5 and over 41.5 plus 105. Yep. Let's talk about it. Miami and Indiana. Indiana, like we said, 8.5-point favorites. Total of 47.5. So you want to talk about teasers? Brad, here's where you could go. Okay. If you're saying AB, I don't really want to I don't want to bet Indiana 8.5. It's a lot of points. Yeah, I agree with you. Here's what you could do. And I did it. Indiana, you could take that down to the money line. Okay. Over 42.5 or Indiana money line and under 53.5. You could do either of those, minus 115. You could do both of those and middle it. Or, Tony, I'll do you one better, bro. How about Miami plus 17.5 and over 40.5 minus 115? Miami 17.5. Or Miami 17.5 and under 51.5. So which way would you go? Talking about the teams, would you rather go Indiana money line or Miami plus 17.5? Brad.
I have no idea, to be quite honest. You just think you'd have to take the points with plus 17.5. And I like the over. I think that there's just a chance the over gets there more so than the under.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Maybe Miami and the over, but who knows?
Yeah. No. I like the way you're thinking. Like, I went Indiana money line and over, 42.5? I mean, dude, you could go Miami plus 17.5 and over 40. Like, you could do serious work with these numbers if you felt inclined to do so, right? So, yeah, there you go right there. Now, let's talk about team totals. And I'll pull this full screen. Indiana, team total over 28.5. So remember your key numbers, 7, 14, 21, 28.5. So now you need 4 touchdowns and a field goal or 5 touchdowns. Now, again, it's Indiana. I feel you. What about Miami? Brad, do we think both teams score 20 points or more tonight?
Yeah, I lean it. I do. Just even if there was a let's say Indiana was blowing them out, then there can just be some garbage time potential. And Indiana showed that against Oregon that they could still let up points while they dominate. So I just lean points.
Yep. I feel you, especially with Indiana in any game. Now, the interesting part, and Miami's team total here is 18.5. Yeah, Tizzle brings up a good point. Although I agree with everyone said on Indiana, I just hate taking the side the whole world is on. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Both of these teams have great defenses. That's what I was getting at. They both have excellent defenses. Liddy. First half. Indiana minus 4.5. Total of 23.5. Fascinated with that. What about the first quarter? Anybody making any quarter moves here? Indiana 2.5-point favorites in the first quarter. Brad, here we go. Here's your question of the day, Hoss. First quarter, national championship tonight. Over, under 8.5 points in the first quarter. What do you think?
Over, under 8.5. Definitely going over.
Yeah. Touchdown and a field goal gets you there.
Definitely.
2 touchdowns. Go ahead.
Definitely going over. I mean, early in that the last couple with Indiana, they've come out hot, whether that be looking to score quick or cause defensive stir. And the same with Miami, very disruptive. A turnover in the red zone plus one touchdown. Yeah, give me the first quarter over. I like that.
There we go. And look, Curtis, doing good work for everybody. Appreciate it here. Numbers come down. Seeing a lot of 7.5 FanDuel and MGM. Thank you for sure on that one, Hawk. The only thing with Indiana defense, they only go about 13 players. The depth is light. That's true. Okay, now here's some other ones. Indiana to win and both teams to score 20 points or more. So that's what we were getting at. All right, I'll pull this back full screen. So Indiana to win and both teams to score 20 points or more plus 180. Okay, now you can go 30 on that plus 1,000. I wouldn't recommend, but yeah. Now here's the really interesting one. Miami to win and both teams to score 20 or more points plus 500. That has hedge potential big time. Big time. If you think Miami's going to win this game, both teams are scoring 20 points, right? I mean, is Miami holding Indiana to under 20 points? I don't know. That said, though, I just have to believe if Miami wins this game, both teams, I believe, are scoring 20 points more. So what I'm getting at is that if you are somebody who's betting on Miami to win, take a look here. You can hedge with this. Like, this is a building block in Super Mario games, right? Like, you could wall jump. There's something you could do with this. Now, I'm not betting on Miami, so it's not for me. That said, though, I could be very incorrect, right? So keep an eye on that. If you're somebody betting Miami, and let me know because I don't have a great answer for it, but there's something there. Then look at the bottom one. I'm not really interested in the 30 points, but yeah, and Mart, happy birthday, buddy. Special teams or defensive team touchdown scored.
Love that.
Yeah. And remember, Indiana started off with Oregon with a pick six. We saw pick sixes in the NFL too. And both of these defenses can play. Don't say it. Miami's defense could score the first touchdown of the game. You know what I mean? Like, they're that good. Raiders fans are definitely saying, man, one more game. Keep Mendoza healthy. Just keep him healthy, win or lose, baby.
His backup's good, though. I don't know if you watched when the blowout was happening. His backup's pretty solid. So you got
his brother. Yeah. Plus 230. Defensive touchdown could be something here. Brian said, good morning, crew. A late boy I am. It happens, my friend. They going to send John Gruden to Buffalo? John Gruden in Buffalo with Josh Allen would be awesome. Okay. Let's talk first drive. Indiana. Punt, plus 123. Field goal made, plus 527. I'll pull this full screen. Passing touchdown, 313. Rushing, 318. Excuse me. Interception, plus 760. Fumble loss, 960. Field goal missed, 840. Turnover on downs or safety. Brad, what do you think Indiana does on their first drive? Like, you have to pick. I'm going to give you $100. You have to pick one of these. Where are you going?
Oh, I like because the very specific ones, I tend to lean toward offensive score or no offensive score. I definitely believe offensive score first drive for Indiana.
Okay. All right, let's do the same thing for Miami. Now, our first negative number in this scenario. Miami first drive ends in a punt. minus 127. Field goal 434, passing touchdown 468, rushing touchdown 610, interception 610, fumble lost 840, field goal missed 880, turnover on downs or safety plus 820.
That
All right,
field
same
goal,
deal.
AB. Oof.
Field goal made?
Plus 434? I think so.
Yeah. It's not bad. So this is a market where there's money to be made. All right. We'll talk about the NFL in a second. Let's get these picks up here real quick. We'll talk about some soccer too, my boy. All right, what do you got?
We're going to the Premier League in England this afternoon, 2 p.m. Central Time. We gave this pick out last Wednesday when it was minus 118. It's the over 3 with Brighton taking on Bournemouth. Today it's hovering around minus 140, minus 135-ish, and probably going to continue to grow because Bournemouth, 22 of their last 24 away from home in the league, have had at least 3 goals. That is upwards of 90%. So Bournemouth over 2.5 goals, but the over 3 minus 118.
Nice. Excellent work, my friend. Indiana, minus 8.5. Also going to roll with Indiana money line over 42.5, minus 115. Then in college basketball, Dartmouth and Harvard, 2 schools. I don't even know if they'd allow me to buy tickets. My grades were so poor.
AB, the only way we're getting in there is through the janitorial services staff.
Likely. Yeah. We're going to be employees. Yeah.
We'll clean together.
Hey, brother, that'll be the cleanest building they've ever seen. I'm big on sweeping and mopping, old school style too. Look, when I was in high school, I worked at McDonald's, okay? So I would do the drive-through, and then afterward, before you leave, you have to sweep up, then you have to mop. Well, a lot of people they'd skip out on the sweeping part. They just mop a dirty floor. It's like, I ain't gonna do that. So if anybody's going old school, sweeping and mopping today, well done. I respect your work. All right, applesauce brain. Dartmouth and Harvard. We're doing it tonight. That's a t-shirt. Okay, now, AB3 here. Football. You're going to have to wait a little bit on this one. Addison, shout out custodians. 1,000,000% yes.
100%.
Hey, and let me also say something too. Hold on. Indiana money line, yes. Patriots money line, yes. Seahawks money line, yes. Obviously, these NFL games won't be until Sunday, so you've got time. Put those 3 together plus 205. Addison said, "Shout out custodians." Absolutely. You know who else we need to shout out real quick? Tow truck drivers. Got to give tow truck a huge shout out. Look, tow truck drivers get a bad rap, and like any industry, there's some bad apples in there. But let me tell you, tow truck drivers are a godsend. All right. They get and do lifting, work, dirty, cold, all that. It's tough work, man. Anybody that's a tow truck driver, anybody that's a driver of a truck, it's not easy. It's not easy out here driving on the roads in a regular car. So
Anybody service industry, AB, shout out to those people serving the rest of us and getting probably a lot of crap for doing so and still putting a smile on their face because they got to feed their families every single day. Shout out to those people putting up with a lot of slack for doing the right thing by their families.
I agree. Well said. Addison said, shout out to my boys over at Camel Towing. Let's go. I love it. So shout out tow truck drivers, big time. If there's anybody out there, truck drivers in general, van drivers, any of it. It ain't easy with us animals out here driving on the road. All right, I get it. So respect to you. Y'all keeping us all going. All right, Brad, we got some soccer to talk about, man. What's on the board behind you, bro? Let it rip.
We got 2 cups that we want to highlight in action. Today is the Qatar Cup and tomorrow, but it's going to continue on the Qatar Stars Cup and also the Dutch Cup. But before we talk about the Dutch, we talk about Qatar. Qatar just ended its first 2 games, so we can kind of update the board just slightly, tweak it just a little bit. And that's to the higher mark of the over 2.5 goals, which is coming in now at 27 of the last 20 or 34 now that we adjusted it. So upwards of 80%, almost 4 out of every 5 matches are hitting that over 2.5 goals in the Qatar Stars Cup, which is very similar to how the league performs, but just on a little bit higher of a number. It doesn't always hit that 3.5, which you can see here. So you really want to trend and look for that 3, that very key 3 number. Similarly to the Dutch Cup, the Netherlands Cup, which is coming back again with one match tomorrow with NEC Nijmegen, a very top performing squad in the goal market, taking on a lower division squad. It's in the round of 16. It is now hitting the over 2.5 goals at 84% of the last 37 matches, which is an insane hit rate. These are 2 very, very high scoring cups. So if you are betting football and you are looking for goals, these are 2 cups you want to pay attention to this week.
Dude, nice work. And look, Michael
Sorry,
says
I
it.
cut you off short there.
No. All right, the Qatar Stars. I love it. I love it. Look, Melanie Sue. Good morning, Melanie. How are you? So good to see you.
I mean, I believe it's Qatar, but we're going to say Qatar because that's what I've been saying for a while.
Yeah, is it like what is the actual? Is it Qatar or Qatar?
I believe it's Qatar, but they kind of let us. They kind of just let us say whatever we want. They don't really correct us very much with it, where some of the other countries are pretty firm with their pronunciation. They kind of are pretty lax with it. I see a lot of commentators going back and forth, so that kind of makes it weird. Usually they stick to a script, but
oh, those talking points definitely. Yeah, shout out to television producers, by the way. Television producers do so much work. Like when you're watching one of these like big soccer shows or ESP, like NFL shit, like producers are doing a lot of work for everybody. Shout out to producers, no doubt.
And Amy, off of the Qatar right here, Qatar. Spelldog asked, "Do I have any plays in Qatar today?" Well, one just finished. We hit the 3rd goal really late in the game. Unfortunately, should have gone over, but we had the 2.75, so we got a little half cash there. My favorite look would be the Al Arabi versus Al Saad match coming up here. It's a 4.25 goal total pre-match, which is absolutely
4.25.
4.25. It's crazy. But their hit rates are insane, and Al Saad has been over 2.5 goals in 17 of their last 18, and they trend like crazy. It should have 4+ goals. The biggest problem that we're seeing with the Qatar Stars Cup specific is they don't have any lineups anywhere. Not a single lineup anywhere that I could find. So you go to all the apps, you look anywhere, you don't even know who's playing. So technically, it's a little bit loose here. You're really betting on
a little.
You're betting on guessing. You assume, right? We're running assumptions here that they're playing some of these top guys that they should perform similarly. We don't even know who's on the pitch. So just be careful with Qatar. Look for that over 2.5 and keep the bets light.
Can you imagine if the Yankees just stopped doing lineups?
Welcome to the world of soccer, man. It's insane.
Couldn't imagine. Yeah, Aaron Judge is hitting 8th today. Why? I don't know.
It's like, not Aaron Judge. There's this guy named Bart Simpson who just got called up from the AAA, and his buddy Marge. It's another female.
His buddy Marge.
Plotted in there as well. It could be anybody, so you never know.
Did you watch The Office?
Oh yeah.
All right, you remember when they had the woman that worked in the warehouse, and Michael, her nickname was Madge, right? And she was just like, one of the workers at school. Her nickname was Madge, but Michael kept calling her Pudge. I don't know why that came to my brain, but shout out to The Office. Shout out to Pudge. Great nickname. Pudge is a great nickname. Tough one there for a female though. How we doing this morning, crew? Big Cheesy, what's up, bro? Man, Ready for a little Tony Vitello? I was talking to Melody about that the other day. I already miss him. Already miss him. All right. Let's talk about the NFL. Brad. Okay. Sean McDermott, Bills, gone. Okay. 4 teams left. NFC Championship. Seahawks, Rams. Yeah. Pudge. Yes. Her name was Madge, and he kept calling her Pudge.
Dude, The Office is so accurate. Like,
Yeah.
most people don't, if you've never worked in an office style, I've literally worked in an office that's connected to a warehouse where I've worked in both the warehouse and the office. It is the most accurate of any of them. It just the interactions, that is real life. I swear it's real life.
Yeah. Dwight, why did you paint my office black? To show superiority over my subordinates. Okay. I love it. All right, NFC Championship. Hey, every football game in the NFL now will be played west of the Rockies. Shout out to Art Bell. West of the Rockies, you're on the air. Yeah, we have the Rams and the Seahawks. We got the Patriots and the Broncos. We're down to the final 4, bro. Here we go. Yeah, Tizzle. Hey, Arson Judge. That's my new favorite. All right, here we go. Patriots, 5.5-point favorites on the road. Total of 40.5. Hawk, is the time travel line open? It is. Time travel line is open. Okay, we're gonna take down the new caller line. We're gonna also take down the international line. We're gonna go time travel line. Also, if you work for the secret NASA, okay, if you work for the secret NASA, call in a special. If anybody does not know Art Bell, it has no idea what I'm talking about right now. It's just like, what planet are we on? And I'll say this: ask that question and listen to the show. Shout out to Uncle Art Bell. All right. Pats and Broncos. Now, here's the problem, Brad. What do you do here? The Broncos. Oh, hey, Hawk, yes. Get that remote viewing line going. Yes. Yes. It is time. Dude, Hawk, I love you, dude. All right, Brad. The Broncos just ended the Bills season and their head coach's job. But Denver, we got a problem. Lonzo says, any picks on college basketball this morning? So I got Dartmouth and Harvard. If anybody has them, drop them in the chat for sure. I'll pull this little screen.
Alonzo, morning to you, sir.
Yes. Good morning indeed. Now, what I was getting at was this. The Broncos had a heck of a win, man. But it came at a cost, bro. Starting quarterback Bo Nix is done. Rest of the year. It's Jarrett Stidham time, boy. So the Broncos are playing at home. Great defense. Backup quarterback. What are you thinking here, man?
It's got to be
you all Mike Grable.
It's got to be the Pats. Now, sometimes in these NFL games, especially when they have these type of controversial events, the public will have a narrative, and then they'll push that narrative, and it will be, oh, well, I'm for sure going to take the Patriots because the Broncos quarterback is hurt. And a lot of times the books are like, perfect. And they will set you up on that scenario. So I still do think as a homer that the Patriots, I mean, without Bo Nix under center for the Broncos, it's going to hurt them significantly. And the Patriots are really good, and they just beat a really good Texas team, Houston Texans team. I think the Patriots have too much.
Look at this. Addison's correct. Jarrett Stidham used to play for the Patriots. We got a revenge game, baby. My man Pat said, I have college picks under 144.5 Northeastern and Monmouth. Thank you, my friend. Melanie said, bring in Phillip Rivers. Dude, you know Phillip Rivers and Tom Brady are both itching. They're like, I'll play right now.
Oh, Tom would 100% go under center. Imagine Tom under center against the Patriots right now. We must see TV. And then he has to go into the booth to commentate on it at half and then go back out there again and then play the second.
He would do it.
He would.
Tom Brady is an assassin. Did you see him with that kid in the end zone? Yeah. If anybody didn't see it, go look that video up. Tom Brady threw a pass to a kid in the end zone, the pregame show, and he threw a laser, and it bounced right off the kid. And the guy hosting next to Tom Brady goes, he didn't catch it. You kind of zipped it in there, and Brady goes, catch the damn ball, and it just cut off. I was like, I love him.
That was such a good moment. It was.
That's Tom Brady. Dude's a winner, period. Point blank, end of story. Winner. I love him. He's hilarious. All right, so that's the Patriots and the Broncos. Now, we also have the Rams and the Seahawks. Oh, my goodness. Well, the Rams are out here doing the thing, man. Another big win on the road. That's 2 in the playoffs already. And they're going to do it. Got another one. And the Super Bowl is played in Santa Clara, home of the 49ers. So, I mean, we're staying West Coast here. Seahawks, 2.5-point favorites, total of 47.5. Brad, your initial thoughts here.
Birds all day. All day. That defense was nasty. Absolutely nasty. They were scary good. And Darnold, like he's good enough. Like he can make those throws. And the Rams defense isn't exactly the best defense in the NFL, in my opinion. They could be scored on. And if they can be scored on, if Seattle makes any plays, which it looks like they're going to do because they continue to do it, man, Seattle's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
They might win it all. Like it's weird to see Sam Darnold going to win a Super Bowl in the same fashion as like a Flacco.
They're legit. And with that injury and all that, Sam Darnold was on that man's on a mission. Team's on a mission. Excuse me. So here's what we got to remember. Excuse me. It's a divisional game. Again, it's the third time we've seen it this year. Weather in both of these games is going to be fine. We're not going to have any 0 degrees and, 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Tickets as low as $899 to get in to the NFC Championship. Only $485 in Denver if you're looking to save some money. We've got the Patriots money line. We've got the Seahawks money line paired with Indiana money line, the AB3. What do you think about that, Brad?
That's a good one. That's a really good one. I like all three. I know that's the homer play to be like 3 straight money lines on favorites as well. But those 3 are, I feel like, really solid bets right now. Good teams playing well, great defenses, all 3. Very important to have. Plus, they have a guy under the center who can manage the game well.
Oh, yeah. This Rams Seahawks is going to be like both games are going to be good, but they were smart to put the Rams Seahawks at night. Yeah. Michael says Seahawks are an apex predator and look like they could win it all. I could feel it in my plums. All right. First off, excellent usage with plums.
looks like Charbonnet might not be too serious as well, which I just looked up. I think that's really important, personally.
Yeah. Charbonnet,
Mm-hmm.
running back for the Seahawks. Yeah, no doubt. Kenneth Walker starting to get that work. Nah, man, the Seahawks, like, this is going to be a heck of a game. The Seahawks are robotic at this point, and the Rams feel the same way. That said, though, I just don't know. If the Seahawks play like they did last week against the 49ers, the Rams don't have a shot. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm not saying that to be jinxing. Like, I don't say that for hyperbolic reasons. I say that as Seattle, Seattle, when they're on, good luck. Because them boys can play all phases: offense, defense, special teams. Quick trivia question, Brad. Do you know the number one snack eaten at halftime of NFL games?
It's the Uncrustables.
Correct. Uncrustables, like 80%. It's a perfect, because you only get like 12 minutes at halftime in an NFL game. Yeah. So we have time on this, obviously. The NFL's not being played till Sunday. So Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, AFC Championship. Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, the NFC Championship. So we have plenty of time on that. The NBA will hold off on that. We'll break that. Well, we could go through the games. Let me do the picks real quick, Brad. The NBA is so difficult to break down in the mornings. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern, by the way. What do you got, man?
We're going to the England Premier League this afternoon at 2 p.m. Central Time. Brighton is taking on Bournemouth. The over 3 Asian total at -118, giving us 3 goals for a push, but 4 goals for that full cash.
Beautiful. All right, I'm going to go Indiana -8.5. I'm also going to go Indiana money line and over 42.5. Both of those are -115. Also going to play Dartmouth and Harvard. Money lines on both, +175. AB3, Indiana money line, Patriots money line, Seahawks money line, +205. Now, Brad, we'll wait for the NBA till tonight. I don't want to. It's not even worth going through the props yet because half these dudes are going to be out. Now, we'll take this. Ice, Kyle Kuzma over 11.5 points and rebounds, -126. Lugens Dort over 3.5 rebounds, -135. Will both be live before the 3 p.m. show. Beautiful. And that's the other thing, too, is that half these plays won't even have in the books yet. So we'll hold off on the NBA. We'll be live today, 3 p.m. Eastern. Hold on, though. One more thing I want to talk about, then we'll get out of here. How did this get here? Odds to win the College World Series. College baseball. Oh, yeah, Tizzle, good call. Look at the start times. Yeah, we do have to do. Apologies. I'm glad you just said that. LSU is your favorite to win the College Baseball World Series at +750. Arkansas, +1100. Look at UCLA. Everybody remember betting on UCLA? A run production machine. Fourth, Georgia. You want to talk about overs. You remember playing Georgia overs? Yeah, +1400. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Georgia's going to be fire again this year. Texas, you already know. They've got pitching, they've got hitting, but how far do we go? And then right after it, Brad, look at this. Tennessee, +1700, ranked third in the country, starting the season off with a brand new head coach. Tony Vitello is gone. And we wish him well. Addison said, put Sig in the dugout for Indiana. Mississippi State, 1,800. North Carolina, 1,900. Vanderbilt. Oh, they're going to be good. +2,000. Melanie, what about them Vandy boys? Florida State's going to be fire. Coastal Carolina played the national championship. Georgia Tech, they're going to be good. Lots of good pitching down there. Texas A&M, what are we doing with them? What a disaster of a season that was last year. Brutal. Auburn. Now, shout out to our Auburn folks in the chat. Aubie, everybody. Auburn baseball is going to be good this year. Real good. Top 10 team. Great uniforms, too. That navy blue on navy blue with white script writing that says Auburn across the front, get out of town. That's such a clean uniform. Oregon State plus 3,000. The Beavers are coming. They're going. Let's go. Love Oregon State, pitching, all that. Clemson, 3,500. We're going to find out about Clemson this year. Alabama, playing their overs. Florida, oh, man. We're going to need a whole show to talk about Florida baseball because it's all over the place. Oregon plus 4,500. That's a fun team. And Ole Miss plus 4,500. So there we go. Now, we've got the NBA. It's correct. Look at these start times. These are central, by the way. So first tip, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central. Oh, yeah. Ice talking about got to roll my boys down at Dallas Baptist. Let's go. Brad, real quick. It is January 19th. College baseball starts February 13th. We're like 3 weeks away. And I, for one, am excited. Okay. Dallas Baptist is fire. All right. Bucks and the Hawks here. Hawks, 2.5-point favorites. Total 231.5. We got a big one here, Brad. 2:30 Eastern. Thunder and the Cavs. What are we doing here? Thunder, 6.5-point favorites. Total 234.5. Where are we going?
Well, Thunder are definitely going to be winning this. Don't know the point total really, but what I do know is that if it starts out insanely hot and there's a ridiculous amount of points early, smash the under. And if it's the opposite, smash the over. It's just how the Cavs do it. They will just let down at some point or they'll be insanely hot at some point. I like the money line parlay here of like the Thunder and the Clippers. I know they're both away teams, but I think they're both winning. I don't know what the number is, but that's where I would go.
All right. Who'd you say, Thunder and who?
And the Clips.
All right. Clippers, 7.5-point favorites. Good transition right there. It is tough to buy in on the Wizards. Not easy to do. Hey, look, you might be onto something. I think we're buying into the Clip show. I think we're buying into the Clippers. They're 18-23. They're turning this thing. So, Thunder money line, Clippers money line. That's pretty good.
If we had some stock here with the Clippers and the Wizards, we would be buying a little more of the Clippers and we'd be selling most of ours with the Wizards.
We're going to be moving on our position, eh?
Reallocating our positions for sure.
Get you some of that, Bear Stearns. They're no longer with us. And we wish them well. All right. Mavericks and the Knicks. Knicks, 10.5-point favorites. Ooh, what does that mean? Jalen Brunson's back, baby. Let's go. Knicks, 10.5-point favorites, total of 230.5. I don't know if I'm buying into 10.5, but the fact we got the Knicks back at home, they're not on their West Coast swing. 10.5. I mean, Dallas 17-26, right? Be careful. But I'm feeling the Knicks. Jazz and the Spurs. Spurs 16.5-point favorites. Total of 242.5. I don't
Should be close.
16.5. Yeah,
Be
go ahead.
close.
Yeah, I agree. Like, not that we're buying into the Jazz, but 17 points
Jeez.
in an afternoon NBA game on a Monday. Crystal, what's up? Good to see you. Pacers and the 76ers. Sixers are 8.5-point favorites. Total 228.5.
You could throw them in with the Thunder and the Wizards. Troel and Embiid. I like what they're kind of doing right now. PG, Troel, Maxi's playing really unselfish. So I like the 76ers.
Maxi over everything, baby. Yeah, Father Whale, we doing it? There we go.
Give that
Suns in the net. Go ahead.
That'd be the Bradley 3 today.
I like it.
Avs and the 76ers.
The Brad B3.
The B3.
B Rabbit. Suns, 8.5-point favorites. Total 217.5. A total of 217.5. Alabama game gets close to this. Celtics and the Pistons. Look at the Pistons. 30-10. This is going to be a good game. You can get the Celtics plus 3.5. Celtics 14-8 on the road. Look at the Pistons, 16-4 at home. That's going to be a hell of a game, man. Heat and the Warriors. Another fun game. All right. Going from Miami all the way up to NorCal. You going Warriors 5.5 or you going Heat plus 5.5? Which way are you going? Brad, what do you think?
Oh, golly. I have absolutely no clue.
It's all right.
And when I have no clue, I tend to like the underdog. There's just more ways to get in.
Yeah. Get some of that Heat culture. Warriors are playing all right. I don't know about 5.5, but I like what I'm seeing from Golden State. Oh, I didn't even think about this. Tizzle, Andrew Wiggins' first game back in the Bay. He meant a lot to this fan base. Will be an emotional return. I didn't even think about that. Good call. You're right. Yeah, it's Wiggins, man. No doubt. Jeff, just had to make some people move out of my hayfield, pull in and start unloading their side by side. I get so mad. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Oh, good question. Could it be a Jimmy game? Oh, my goodness. I didn't even think about that.
There's a lot of narratives there I didn't even think about.
I didn't either. I like it.
So, yeah, Jimmy's going to go like 1-1-1 for some reason.
Yeah. All right, let's get the picks and we'll bounce out of here. What you got, big dog?
The England Premier League at 2 p.m. Central Time today. The over 3 total goals on the Asian line at minus 118. 4 goals gets us in there for that full cash.
Full cash indeed, baby. Indiana minus 8.5. Indiana money line and over 42.5. College basketball. Dartmouth, Harvard, plus 175. We're getting down on a little Brad B3. Indiana money line. These are all football. So Indiana money line tonight. Patriots money line Sunday. Seahawks money line Sunday. Put those three together plus 205. All right. Bradley, excellent show. Any final thoughts before we get out of here, big dog?
Mondays in the world of football are like hangovers. These players are playing on a day that is not usual for them in a market that is very saturated with bets because there's not as many leagues playing. And then you got the Champions League playing tomorrow. Difficult slate as well. So the next few days, just take your bets down a little bit. This weekend, it starts to open up more. More leagues are starting to return. And more leagues are starting to get to that second week or even that third week of play. So things are getting a little bit more consistent. We're still in the transfer market. So this time, be careful. Continue to be careful during this week.
Well said. Big Cheesy said March 27th and June 26th. AB, I would be in Tennessee. June might be better connect if you're around. March will be work and lame. Bro, 100%. And I'll tell you this, I'll come pick up Brad too. I'll scoop up and grab Brad, even if it's the March and work will be lame. Bro, give us 30 minutes. Dude, we'll have lunch right there ready for you. Come in, say hello, give you a big hug, eat up, let you get back to work. And then we'll say, hey, y'all need to be promoting this guy. He's bringing that kind of brain power down here to Nashville. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely like I'm not kidding about any of that, by the way. And anyone that comes, I've been tough to get, to meet up for the last, I don't know, since we started this because you just don't have a lot of free time at all. But no doubt, anybody that comes to Nashville, anybody comes to Tennessee, reach out for sure. 100, anybody. That goes for anyone in the chat. No doubt. Even if you don't want to meet up, you're like, AB, I love you. I don't want to see you. But help me out. What's a good place to go eat or whatever? Absolutely drop those in. Those questions. Anybody. And that's it. So Michael said the Broncos just signed Jay Cutler. Cuddy could get out and throw it. That dude still has a cannon. He'd be smoking cigs on the feet. No, I'm kidding. I like Jay Cutler. Look, I've met Jay multiple times. He's been nothing but ridiculously nice every time. Now, I know the rap that he gets, and that's there too. Don't push him. But I will say, he has always been very first class, nice guy.
He's a country boy at heart. He wants his space, right? And that's why he and his first wife did not get along. He wants to be left the heck alone. Give him his land. Give him his chickens. He'll be fine.
All right, now I'll tell you this. So the other night, speaking of Jay Cutler, so if anybody comes to Nashville, if you ever want to catch me out in the live, right? It's tough. Now I'm out there constantly, but I'm tough to track down. However, Peg Leg Porker, it is where you're probably going to find me. Barbecue place. It's my favorite food. I love it. Love the people that own it, all that. That said, the reason I'm getting at, and anybody that, if they know the area, okay, right in front of Peg Leg is Uncommon James, which is Jay Cutler's ex-wife, Kristen Cavallari's store. So I say all that to say this. If you ever come to Nashville, right, and you're with husband, wife, whatever, doesn't matter, significant other, right? If you go to Nashville, go to this little area, like Division Street in the Gulch. Like the Gulch is cool, but it's on the backside. Look up the Gulch, look up the backside of it. It's awesome. And it's hidden. You would never think of that little area. Brad, do you agree?
Yep. Just look up 8th Avenue.
Yes. 100%. Peg Leg also sounds like the worst strip club name. I love them. And if you go to, I swear to this too, if you go to Peg Leg Porker, the guy who owns it, his name's Kerry Bringle. Say hello. And they call it Peg Leg Porker because he has half of a leg. And he can make fun of himself. He's awesome. You'll see him. He's there all the time. And I say that to say, shout out to Kerry Bringle. Shout out to Peg Leg Porker. 1,000,000,000%. Anyone that comes to Nashville, go there. You will probably run into each other. And I'll say this: if you look for an appetizer, Memphis sushi. Okay, Memphis sushi is saltine crackers, sharp cheddar cheese, all right, chorizo and Italian sausage cut up, and barbecue dry rub. It's phenomenal. The key is the sharp cheddar. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we'll end it on that. Jay Cutler to the Broncos. That's what we need. We need it. Okay, Brad, any final thoughts?
That's it for me. But yeah,
got him out on the final one.
Barbecue in Nashville, Peg Leg is a great spot. Don't forget the hot chicken at Hattie B's.
Yes. All right. Give one. What's one recommendation of a place you would eat at in Nashville?
If you're looking for upper tier, but not to the point of where you're gonna die being broke, Urban Grub is probably my favorite restaurant in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're going quick, I mean, dude, you could go anywhere. I mean, I personally love your take on Sacco. I think it's just got everything. If you're looking for just a quick little bite, food is good, right? But it's more ambiance than it is anything else. Food wise, that's a tough one. I need to think about it for a few.
What about this one? I'm with you. What about this one? Tizzle. Hattie B's was fire. Went a few times last time. Hattie B's is fantastic. Love Hattie B's. Good people that own it. I love that you enjoyed it. And do you get into hot chicken, Brad? Like real hot?
Oh, no. Mild to the lower style. I go for a medium, but at Hattie B's, medium is not your normal medium.
No. Excellent point. We will end it on this. So, Ed Matty Boy asks, is there an afternoon show today? Yes, 3 p.m. Eastern, right here at Driving the Line. And if anybody's new, if you could hit the subscribe button, I'd give you a big hug virtually, because who wants to, just be hugged by random people? I totally respect that. Out of love, hit subscribe and like. Where was I going with that? Dang it, it was going to be good too. I lost my train of thought. Oh, Hattie B's. If anyone comes to Nashville and eats hot chicken, Prince's, Hattie B's, go down the list. And Prince's, give them credit. They started it. Understand this. If you eat hot chicken, what Brad just said is absolutely accurate as my TV goes. We're going to Roku City. We'll end it on this.
I thought that was my...
That is what? Yours?
I thought it was mine because it was like right there on the screen.
Yeah. We'll end it on this. If you go to these hot chicken places, mild is not mild. Like, be careful with these. Like, it's like 5 degrees hotter. Does that make sense, Brad? Am I saying that accurately? Like, medium, if you're somebody who's like, I don't like hot, like, that's me. I don't get, I want spice. I want some flavor, but I'm not a hot person. Go with the lowest one. Is it accurate there, Brad?
If you're going to Prince's and you order the shut the cluck up,
be careful.
The biggest mistake of your entire life.
Be careful. Seriously, if you come to Nashville and you do get hot chicken, I love all the places. There's not a single place where I would say don't go, right? But they're not messing around. And it gets hotter by the day. Matty Boy, I learned that the first time I went for hot chicken, got the medium, was dying. Yes. Now, Matty Ice, I want sweat and snot to be leaking from my face from the spice. Yeah.
You will with the medium. I promise.
Yeah. So, yeah, if anybody ever does that, seriously, I am not lying to you. Be careful with it. Take it. Yeah, be careful. Because it gets, dude, it really will. It will burn. Oh, yeah. The rub, way different than the sauce. It does. It hits different. Okay. I've been yapping. All right. We'll get out of here. Crew, excellent job. Monday, holiday. Shout out Martin Luther King Day. Everybody brought it. Brad absolutely brought it. Well done. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern today. Till then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!